A question I'm often asked is, do Google Ads work for small business? Yes and no. Look, Google Ads can be a major revenue generator for small business, or it can really become a huge money pit if you're not aware of some of the pitfalls. In this video, I'm going to show you how to increase your odds at having greater results from your Google Ads and common mistakes that you need to be aware of. Hey everybody, I'm Richard Cruz. I am the founder of WSI Priority Media, and the purpose of this video and every video that I do is to help your business marketing thrive. There are three things that are required to make Google Ads work successfully, and they are strategy, strategy, and strategy. I'm being serious. There is nothing on earth that will drive leads like Google Ads for businesses, but they really do require some very pretty straightforward strategy. If you follow the four important tips that I'm going to give you today, your chances of generating positive cash flow from Google are going to be so much greater. First, let's take a look at what successful businesses are doing on Google. Amazon. It's grown up to be the largest company on earth in market value. Look at how they drive leads through Google. Their Google Ads budget is $157 million. That is a massive amount of spend. And so if you think about that, their return on investment from what they do on Google, it's a cornerstone of continual lead generation, and they've used it extremely well. Look at companies like Lowe's and Home Depot, both over $50 million a year. And the list goes on and on. Yelp, great example here. Their ad spend is massive. I mean, it is millions, multi-millions of dollars. But what they do is they resell those leads to small businesses. Home Advisor, they really do the same thing. The source for all of their amazing leads is Google and Google Ads. And so those who know how to extract leads at an affordable price on a consistent basis not only generate profitable income, but they sell it to businesses like you and me and create billion-dollar companies from it. So it's important to understand that the consumer's buying journey is often started through Google, and so that's a cornerstone of your marketing effort and where you should be thriving. But the problem is that everybody in your industry, they want those precious leads too, right? But the ones who are successful are the ones that implement really good strategy. Here's four things that you must do when you're running Google Ads to ensure your success. Number one is to create and understand your cost of acquisition and your budget. Don't focus on your cost per click, but I want you to focus on your CPAs, or your cost of acquiring a new lead, and subsequently the cost of acquiring a new customer. A mistake that I often see is that a small business will run ads based on the one-time value of that customer without looking as to what the total revenue of that customer is over the first year based on referrals, upsells, cross-sells, or repeat sales. I'm going to assure you that your competition is bidding on lifetime value, and they understand the long-term revenue value. That's where I really see just so many businesses lose out, where they say, I tried Google, but it didn't work, without understanding a realistic, cost of acquisition and what you're willing to pay to acquire a customer. So you need to ask yourself, what is my lifetime value? Then understand how much can I afford to pay to acquire a new customer on a consistent basis that I can scale up. Then you start optimizing your campaign and your bid strategy to get customers inside that budget. And a quick search in Google Keywords tools will tell you that what the average cost per clicks are, and you can start doing some math to start preparing for where you want to end up. The bottom line in Google Ads is this: he who can afford to acquire a customer at the highest cost is going to win. And so that's what the auction is all about. Understand your numbers. Number two is measure everything. Test each campaign, each ad group, keyword, find the winners, turn off the expensive ones, and the ones that are not converting customers, get rid of those. Watch your numbers in the dashboard really carefully. And the numbers that most people watch, are your click-through rates, your CPCs. Don't try to go after every keyword that's out there. Look at the ones that are performing best for you. Some of the important numbers to look at are your click-through rate. Very important. They help in the whole thing. What the average CPCs are, but this is the number that I see most people focus all their attention in, is trying to get, low CPCs or cost per clicks. But this isn't where the money's at. When you can convert at a higher rate, you can take a more expensive cost per click and you can actually acquire that customer cheaper. Let me give you an example. In this particular case here, I've got an overall average of $93 in a very, very expensive industry. And it is not uncommon for $200-300 cost per lead here. And in this particular case, our cost of acquisition is $68 on a $67 click. That's because we're converting super, super high right here. Now, if you take a look right here, I've got a $50 click here, but it's costing me $157 to acquire that customer. It's costing me more for click here, but I am making more money. And so the moral of the story is focus your effort on not just the cost per click, but really what your cost of acquisition is. And that's where you're going to find it to be very successful for yourself. Number 3, there are 4 types of keyword modifiers that you should be using. Exact match, phrase match, broad match modifier. This is one of the fastest ways to see your campaign spend way too much money for unqualified leads. Strategy and planning are so important. Think about your customer, how they're searching, and how surrounding keywords affect those searches. Modify them. In this chart, you'll see examples of the keywords that should be modified in every campaign. Folks, this is a must, okay? And so your exact match is super awesome. Plastic surgeon. It'll bring up plastic surgeon, plastic surgeons. It keeps your campaign really tight, but it can also really limit it. You can't just stay there. It's really safe, but you're going to miss out on so much traffic. And so you used phrase match with that as well too. As long as the words plastic surgeon are used anywhere in a sentence, it's going to pick that up as well too. Really great. Your broad match is your Google Ads default. It will go out and think of things that you think that are related and bring you a whole host of things. This example I use is, let's say you let your dog out the dog door and he goes out in the meadow and he's going to come back and you have no clue what's going to be in his mouth. He could bring you almost anything, and some things may be really disgusting, and that's how broad match works. I tend to turn off broad match on all campaigns. I would rather do some work and do some strategy and guide that versus to let it go run wild and see what it brings me back. Unless you have a massive budget and you really just want to dominate everything that's in that related matter, then you can go after something like that. But most customers have a finite budget and they want to use every dollar efficiently. And so broad match you want to be very careful with. Broad match modifier, as long as plastic and surgeon are in there somewhere, here's your plastic and then here's your surgeon in there, you're able to pick up on that search there as well too. So planning and strategy is really where you want to be in using all of these campaigns. And then your negative keywords list. Oh, I can't even begin to tell you how crucial this is for you folks. Watch your negative keywords, keep an eye on them and filter them out. This is the example of weeding your garden. Weeds are going to pop up. You pull those suckers out. You got to stay on top of them. If you walk away for 3 weeks and you come back, you're going to get so much growth and it's going to be so much harder for you to maintain. It's going to kill your plant. So use those wisely. Be careful of those weeds or those keywords that are going to destroy your campaign. You want to be running this keyword report regularly, watching for search terms that are generating poor quality leads. And this is such a budget saver. It will make you money by being on top of this. And scan that list, sort it by ad spend so that you can see what keywords you're spending on, and then look through those to see if there's any that don't belong. Identify those bad keywords, and then you just go to the tool wrench in the ad manager, and then you just start adding those keywords to your list. Don't ever stop watching this list, folks. You'll see that it will pay off in huge volumes for you. One example, for example, is half price or free or secondhand. Now, if that goes good for you, for example, plastic surgeon, half price plastic surgeon, free plastic surgery, secondhand plastic surgery. No, I don't think so. For a typical plastic surgeon, that's going to be wasted clicks, and clicks are way too expensive in that industry to be wasted like that. In almost industry, it's too expensive. So these are going to help you quite a bit. And those are my 4 tips for you today. I wish you the very best with your Google Ads strategy. And I hope that you found this video to be helpful. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And if you found this video to be something useful for you, like it, share it, and subscribe to be alerted of future training videos. I look forward to seeing you again in the next one. Goodbye for now.